Back up here in the hills. We have 10 more days left on the Archery Elk hunt here in Utah. We're trying to go up any and every chance we get. We're hiking up this spine just to see if there's any elk. The south-facing slopes are pretty much bare with snow, but the north-facing slopes, there's a little bit of a skiff on it. So let's see what we can encounter today. We just glassed up a bull. It looks pretty decent. He's the first elk we've seen today. He looks like he's limping. Yeah, he's limping. That might be one that we could catch up to. Other than that, we saw like 3 moose today. So far things are looking good for the elk. That one looks like he's hurt. He went up into the pine, so this is the plan. We're going to walk this ridgeline onto the upper ridgeline that's running above where the bull is. And we're going to see if he'd either funnel right into our lap, or we have one person sit at somewhat of an escape route for him, as another person kind of tries to stalk in on him. But that's the plan. First things first, though, we got to get up on that upper ridge. It's a ways away, so time to beat feet and make tracks. So we can't relocate that bull. We're in the spot that we last saw him. Right now we're just kind of sitting, glassing, and seeing if we could try to turn him or anything else up. But there is a lot of hunters on this ridge. We saw about 6 of them, and a big group came underneath us. So we're going to chill here at this glass point, keep glassing, and see if we can turn anything up or try to relocate that bull. The wind's blowing this way, a little breeze. And we're smelling like a venison meat smell, which is weird. Not like a gut smell, but it's like when you're skinning a buck or something, and that smell that comes from the meat. It's kind of the smell we're getting, which is weird, but it's coming from that direction. It's just the waiting game now. Seeing what turns up. We might do a little bit of knob hopping and glassing. Although we haven't relocated that bull elk or located any other elk in that matter, we did manage to glass up 2 bull moose across the way that seem to be fighting. Got them on the phone scope here. It's pretty cool. I don't know what they're fighting about, but regardless, nature is metal. Let's see if we could glass anything else up. Nothing really new going on right now other than we're on the move. It's almost 3 o'clock, and by how far in we are, we're going to slowly kind of hunt our way back to the Jeep. By the time we get down to the main trail, it's probably going to be dark. But the search continues for more elk. So stay tuned, guys. Things are only just getting interesting. Just located the bull. He does look hurt. Gotta loop up and around. My dad's going high. I'm gonna go low. See if we could catch up to this bull. He's limping pretty good. His front left leg Do you see anything? Because I followed his tracks, and they went up, and then they went back down, but then they reconnected onto a heavily used trail in the snow, and there was a bunch of tracks leading off of that, so I don't know where he went after that. But it's so thick through here. There's so many ways he could have gone. It's, yeah.
Well, I think he's circling around in here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be coming back up here, and I'm going to focus on this spot, because I saw a crap ton of tracks, like elk tracks, up in here. Cow, bull, everything. Yeah, he's a good-looking bull, though.
I think he's either a 5 or a 6. But he's not super wide.
He has a good frame for a Wasatch.
He's got a good frame.
Yeah, for a front bull, he has a pretty good frame. Back on the mountain. Hiked up here a ways, a few miles. Now we're gonna cut up in to this oak brush cove, trying to go after that limp pimpin' bull up here that we saw the other day, making good time. I don't know, what time is it? We probably have like 30 minutes.
Probably like game time, I think.
Yeah.
It might be like 6:30, I think.
Let's see what we can encounter today. Hopefully something worthwhile.
Yeah,
or wild. 6:20?
Yeah, we'll have sunlight in like 40 minutes. Or not sunlight, but
first light.
Twilight.
So we're getting to the fun part of the day. First light's about in. We're making our way up this ridge.
Turn it down a little. Turn it down just a little. There you go. There you go. Because when you... Oh, dude, that's scary because that wind. There you go. Beautiful.
I wonder how that was going to be on the
That was cool.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, get up on that upper ridge and glass light each one of those knobs. Just comb through the area. We're on the move. We walked up this finger ridge. Now we're up on the upper ridge line and try to see if we could turn anything up.
I'm ready to play, Mom.
Glass point number 2 of the day. When we were walking along the ridge line up behind us, we caught a whiff of some elk. And then there
it was me.
there was a lot of tracks leading up and over the ridge line. So right now we're just kind of perched up. drinking them hot Ignite.
Yeah, they could come right through here.
Yeah. We're thinking that they kind of bed on this backside of this ridge that we're on, and they come back up over on this side where there's not much snow.
At night.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen bigger bulls do that. They bed down in the snow, and then they walk up and over onto the south-facing slope where there's no snow. So, you just gotta play your cards, and hopefully you have a full house. But
Which, if you get an elk, you're pretty damn close.
I know, dude.
Then you do have the cow elk tag, but other than that, all the antler.
And I'd have to put them all up on the wall next to each other.
What were we saying we were gonna call that when we?
I think we were gonna call it a full house.
Was that it?
Yeah, because your house is full.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, like with meat.
My taxidermy bill would be almost $3,000.
Basically, that just means you filled every tag you had for the season, which is a fucking. I think that is like the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like fill every single tag. That's pretty rare, man. That a hunter does that. Go ahead and move out. I'm not gonna live here anymore. I've had enough of you. I can't handle it anymore else. I'm done.
You can tell that bull's pretty hydrated. Yeah, that was the Gatorade bins. He's getting his B12 vitamins for sure. Well, guys, it's the last 2 days of the Utah Extended Archery for Elk. And I'm up here with Skylar Harrison. Hoping to get into some elk. There's some fresh snowfall. And the forecast said we'd probably get about 10 inches of snow in the mountains. So let's see what we can encounter today. So far it's a beautiful morning. Looks like a deer. Oh, maybe. That bird. Yeah. Frosty the Snowman. Well, it's been a pretty rough day dealing with the cold. It honestly hasn't been that cold, but we were hoping by getting up here in the fresh snow we'd be able to cut some tracks, but the only tracks that we've managed to find are from deer. Trying to loop up and around and cover as much ground as we can. It's kind of tough because with this fog there isn't really any way to glass, so we've just been kind of glassing as the mountainsides come available when the fog's kind of rolling in and out, but we're still trying to see if we can come across something, but there's nothing.